Hey guys, I wanted to pop on briefly and talk to you about the immune system. This is not an anti or pro-vaccine little blurb, but I do want to say that what I've been recently hearing on the media about like the best way, the only way to prevent the flu is to get the flu vaccine. And then they just stop the whole conversation there. It's that's been kind of bugging me lately, because I know about immunology, I know about virology, how the study of our body's immune system works and how vaccines work. But this is regardless of whether you get the vaccine or not. What was bothering me, and I think we should all know this, i.e. you should know this, is that vaccines only work when your body's immune system is working really well. Let me repeat that. Vaccines only work really well when your immune system is working really well. That is why vaccines generally don't work that great in elderly people. They generally don't work great when you are immune compromised. They also are not encouraged to get a vaccine when you already have something else going on, i.e. a fever, or you're already sick. You can't get your flu vaccine or any vaccine because your body is dealing with something else. It will not mount a response on that vaccine, which means you can't be prevented from getting something down the road if your body can't deal with what it gets in the vaccine. So I just want to highlight here that the conversation should not start and stop at getting a vaccine. The conversation should be much deeper, i.e., what are you doing with your immune system from a deeper standpoint? What are your white blood cell counts like? What's your vitamin D? Hey, can we stop on the vitamin D for a quick second? So many of my patients have never got vitamin D tested. Their doctors are actually telling them don't bother because you have to pay for it. That is just like mind-blowing. It's $30 to $40 depending on where you go. You need to get your vitamin D tested. And if you're telling me, oh, it's okay, I take vitamin D, you're probably not taking enough, and you don't want to overdose vitamin D either, so you should probably know what your levels are. A big connection on how our body manages our immune system, how well it manages whether we get a vaccine or not, it is based on your vitamin D status, and not just like 1 point over the normal. In Canada, that's 75 minimum, and in the US, that's 30. I don't want you at 31 or 76. I want you in those higher optimal ranges, which is around 40 or 50 if you're in the US, or 90 to 100 at least in Canada. So if you don't know your vitamin D levels, start there. Start there first. And then you can focus on, well, what else are you going to do to protect yourself and your family and your immune system? That is just the iceberg. That's just the tip of the iceberg. It's not the whole picture, but we focus on one thing. And what really bothers me is media focuses on one thing. And unfortunately, unless you know about the immune system, unless you know about this in depth, they're fooling you. They're giving you a half-assed story. And unfortunately, that sucks because it's really giving you false hope. Like, oh, I'm good. Actually, you're probably not. And even if a vaccine is excellent, you're probably only getting between 40 to 80% effectiveness. Not for the flu vaccine, it's around 50%. But regardless, you need to understand that your body only works as good as it has the capability to do that. So it's not just get the injection and go on your merry way. Know how you can boost your immune system. And please don't talk to your MD about boosting your immune system. You want to talk to someone who knows how to boost their immune system. Talk to a naturopath, talk to a functional med doctor. Obviously bring it up with your family doctor, but you got to go to someone who knows what they're talking about in this particular realm. So when it comes to natural immune support, definitely keep that conversation going. You owe it to yourself.